Oh, hi. I'm here to talk about Nina from Code Geass. Nina seems to be the most disliked Code Geass character of all time. So I think it's interesting to think about, is she the worst Code Geass character? Um, well, I think that Nina isn't the worst Code Geass character, and that could be an unpopular opinion, but I hope that people uh, listen to my explanation. They don't have to if they don't want to, but something that I do want to express is that I don't think Nina is the best character in Code Geass or anything like that. Is she a top 10 best Code Geass character? I don't think so. Top 20? No. But do I think that she is the most awful character in the whole story? No. Um, when it comes to Code Geass characters, a lot of them are really interesting. Even a lot of the less compelling characters have some interesting moments or qualities. And I do think there's a lot to Nina that is interesting. When Code Geass started, there wasn't that much about Nina that was too interesting. She's a character that became more interesting as the story went along. At first, she was a shy character, and not shy in the way with Shirley, where it came across like she was very sweet but had a hard time expressing her feelings. She didn't seem the most friendly. Didn't seem like a villain or anything, but didn't seem like a very likable character, and didn't seem like a character that had the best moral standards. And as the story went along, she started feeling like she could actually be a villainous character after all, and she went down a bad path. And when she went down that bad path, she started feeling like she actually had some relevance to the story. Because before then, she felt like a character that could have easily had been cut out and wouldn't have changed too much. But when she started getting more involved in the story, she did feel like she was contributing more. It felt like she had a reason to be there beyond being one of Alucia's classmates, one of his sort of friends. He didn't even really seem that close to her like he did with the other members of the student council. But when they went to Nina's subplot, it did end up being pretty interesting. And I do think she is most interesting as a sort of uh, counterpart to Suzaku, where Suzaku and Nina both go down a bad path, and it's for pretty much the same reason and because of the same character. And how they both react to that and how they both make some bad choices because of that is very interesting. I think that is best shown in the scene where Nina is acting very loud, very upset at Zero, and Suzaku actually intervenes, which is very interesting because Suzaku has a lot of problems with Zero as well. So it's fascinating how, even though Suzaku went down a bad path, I think it's shown that he was still more level headed and able to reason with people better than Nina. So I think that Nina is very interesting as when compared to Suzaku and how they both interact and how they both feel about very similar things. I do understand why Nina is not a very well liked character, though. Is she a tragic character? Yes, but likable? I'm not too sure about that. She has friends that really care about her, but does Nina ever really show that much kindness or compassion towards them? I feel like there's not many moments of that. I feel like there's a few moments here and there where it seems like deep down Nina cares about her friends, but it's hard to think of a moment where she actually acts kind to them or where she shows why she could be a good friend. It feels like a lot of times it's just her needing to be helped and not having that much interest in helping too many other people. So I understand why Nina wouldn't be a popular character, and she's not one of the better Code Geass characters or anything, in my opinion, but I don't think that she's the worst.